Didn't I tell you to make it yourself? And what's this? Surely, you didn't get this potato salad from the supermarket's prepared food section, did you?
Well, yes, but.
Humph. As a mother, can't you even make potato salad? You know I'm into natural foods right now, don't you?
Is that so?
I'm appalled. Lisa, you never listen to what I say. You rely too much on store-bought products. You always buy ready-made seasoning. You can make dressing, ketchup, and miso at home. Don't you want to make them yourself for the sake of the health of me, Madison, and Noah?
I am mindful of nutritional balance, and I do pay attention to additives and condiments, at least.
Being mindful isn't enough. You have a good kitchen machine. From today on, our home is banning all ready-made foods. No more buying prepared meals.
But. I'm a working mother named Lisa, living with my husband Noah, our adorable daughter Madison, and my mother-in-law. We're a family of 4. We both work, but I often work from home. Noah sometimes works remotely too, so we cooperate in raising our child. When we can't manage our schedules, my mother-in-law picks up Madison, but.
So Madison came home alone, and I was so surprised.
What? Madison, did you come home alone again?
When I said goodbye to my teacher, Grandma wasn't there, so Madison ran home all by herself.
Madison, haven't I always told you to wait for Grandma?
That's right, Madison. What if a car comes zooming by? It could be dangerous, couldn't it?
I'm fine. It's close and Grandma's slow, so it's faster to go home by myself.
Don't say that again. I'm sorry, mother-in-law.
Don't worry about it. It's true that I'm slow to leave the house. Besides, isn't it nice that she's full of energy?
This is my husband Noah, my daughter Madison, and my mother-in-law. Madison is at an energetic age full of playfulness, so our house is always filled with joyful laughter. But, at first glance, my mother-in-law seems kind and understanding, but.
Lisa dear, where are Madison and Noah?
The 2 of them are watching a mouse movie in Madison's room.
Oh really? Tell me, Lisa dear, you're not thinking of putting this dish on the dinner table, are you?
Huh?
What if you ruin Madison and Noah's taste buds with this horrible seasoning? What would you do then?
I seasoned it properly.
With this? This is why having a daughter-in-law with no taste is such a problem.
No taste, you say?
Grandma's complaining about Mom's cooking again.
Mom, how many times have I told you to stop that?
Oh, Madison and Noah, you're here already? You finished the movie?
Don't try to dodge the issue. Really, the moment I turn my back, you start saying things like that, Mom.
Whenever it's just the 2 of us, my mother-in-law always nags me. Thus, she is often caught and scolded by Madison and Noah. But my incorrigible mother-in-law continues. What? You want me to make beef stew now?
Why are you so surprised? If you start now, it'll be ready in time for dinner, right?
Mother-in-law? As you can see, I'm working right now.
So what? You're at home, so please make it.
No. I told you earlier that I'd be busy today, remember?
So what? You can make beef stew even in your sleep, can't you? Oh, and also, please make potato salad. You just have to boil potatoes and mix them, so it'll be quick, right?
No, but today I really.
Then please, I'm looking forward to tonight's dinner. Oh ho ho.
My mother-in-law took advantage of Madison and Noah's absence to ask me to make something time-consuming. However, on this day, I was busy with work and couldn't spend much time on housework. So, I hurried to the supermarket to buy everything I needed, but.
Hold on, Lisa. What is this? It's all pre-packaged food.
I'm sorry, I was really busy today, but these ready-made meals are really tasty, you know?
Didn't I tell you to make it yourself? And what's this? Surely, you didn't get this potato salad from the supermarket's prepared food section, did you?
Well, yes, but.
Humph. As a mother, can't you even make potato salad? You know I'm into natural foods right now, don't you?
Is that so?
I'm appalled. Lisa, you never listen to what I say. You rely too much on store-bought products. You always buy ready-made seasoning. You can make dressing, ketchup, and miso at home. Don't you want to make them yourself for the sake of the health of me, Madison, and Noah?
I am mindful of nutritional balance, and I do pay attention to additives and condiments, at least.
Being mindful isn't enough. You have a good kitchen machine. From today on, our home is banning all ready-made foods. No more buying prepared meals.
But
No buts. Our home must be free from artificial colors, additives, and preservatives. Even our vegetables must be pesticide-free. Tomatoes and potatoes can retain pesticides, you know.
well, I do try to choose vegetables grown using natural farming methods.
Can you really say they're pesticide-free?
Well, if you put it that way.
You don't know if they're truly naturally farmed, do you? Understand? From now on, you must use only things you've made by hand.
What?
If you use anything suspicious, I won't stand for it.
When I served the pre-packaged and ready-made dishes I bought, my mother-in-law went beyond nagging and became angry. Moreover, she told me that from now on, everything should be handmade without using any convenient pre-made dishes or packaged foods. Angered by my mother-in-law's words, I thought of something and decided to put it into action. The following day. Like this? No, wait, maybe like this.
Ouch.
Mother-in-law. Are you hurt?
Lisa, what is this green hard thing? I stepped on it. And what's with this mess in the kitchen? Clean it up right now.
I'm sorry, mother-in-law, I want to finish this first, so I'll clean up later.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm making sugar. So dinner will be a little delayed, okay?
Sugar.
Oh, and what you stepped on was the skin of sugarcane.
Huh?
I had a hard time peeling it with a knife, it's been a real struggle from the beginning. Then I finally chopped it and put it in the food processor to grind it up, but when I tried to squeeze it, only a little sugarcane juice came out.
Squeeze?
I've been battling it for over 3 hours, but look, this is all I've managed to squeeze out. Just thinking about how long it will take makes me feel faint.
Hold on. Making sugar? What? Lisa, what are you talking about?
Didn't you say yesterday, only use things that are handmade? So I drove to the farmer's market this morning and bought sugar cane.
What?
I finally managed to squeeze it, but my hands are so tired. Is there a good way to squeeze it more efficiently? I'll take a break. My hands hurt from squeezing so hard.
What nonsense are you talking about? Making sugar by hand. You should just buy it at the supermarket. Enough of this fooling around, clean up quickly.
Wow, that looks pretty tough.
So this is going to be sugar, huh?
You too. Welcome home. I decided to do as my mother-in-law said and make everything by hand myself. When my mother-in-law saw what I was doing.
Hold on. What are you carelessly telling Madison and Noah?
What? Mom told us to make everything, right?
I did say that, but
I thought that even to cook, I have to prepare the seasonings before the ingredients, so that's why I'm making sugar now.
We need salt too, but we didn't have time to go to the sea today, so.
So we decided to go to the sea on our next day off.
Right. It's too early for swimming, but we can at least wade. I'm looking forward to it.
Here, it's gonna be fun.
That's the situation, mother-in-law. For today's meal, we have the cherry tomatoes we always grow in the garden.
what did you say?
I've already prepared the miso, but we can't eat it for at least 6 months, so please bear without miso soup until then.
What?
Grandma, listen. Mom and I were looking at an online shopping site, and they were selling a kit to make your own soy sauce.
We'll make the soy sauce once it arrives, but we'll be able to make salt on our next day off. It'll work out somehow.
What are you getting Madison and Noah involved in? I said to make it by hand, but at this rate, we'll never get a meal.
You know, the TV was saying that too much salt is bad for you.
And for you.
Mom, you were concerned about your blood pressure, so this is a perfect opportunity. Just eating low-salt dishes for 3 days makes a big difference, apparently.
Enough of that talk. Come on, just clean up and start preparing dinner.
That won't work, mother-in-law. You're into natural food, so we can't just eat our usual meals while you're doing that.
Madison will help too.
Me too.
Our mother-in-law, having heard us say that.
Hold on. Stop talking nonsense, all 3 of you. I'm starving. So please prepare dinner right away.
That's why we're preparing the seasonings to make dinner.
Just use the regular ones. Just for today, you can use the usual seasonings.
Just for today? You do know all the seasonings won't be ready by tomorrow, right? Even the sugar, I have to squeeze all the sugar cane I just chopped up into pieces, and then, after squeezing, I need to filter and reduce it.
Oh, enough. You don't have to make the seasonings by hand.
What, Mom? You worked so hard to make them, and now we're not using them?
That's right, Mom. You said it, so you should take responsibility to the end.
Responsibility? What responsibility? I was just worried about your health. I told you to make beef stew, and you brought out a ready-made one because you were busy.
If you wanted it so much, you could have made it yourself, Mom. Lisa always tells us in advance when she'll be busy with work, doesn't she?
Even so, even the simple potato salad was store-bought, wasn't it?
Grandma, that supermarket uses vegetables from their own fields to make their side dishes. They make them fresh.
The beef stew you served yesterday was made with organic, additive-free vegetables. And the potato salad was delicious, wasn't it?
Even so, is it appropriate for a housewife to buy supermarket side dishes? And to use ready-made food, it's clearly a shortcut, no matter how you look at it.
Mother-in-law, what's wrong with a housewife using prepared dishes or ready-made food?
What's wrong with it? Well,
Even if it's considered taking shortcuts, is it unacceptable for a housewife to take any shortcuts at all? Mother-in-law, having been asked by me.
oh my. Lisa, instead of apologizing, you're doubling down, aren't you? Store-bought side dishes and ready-made food, things that are already prepared and just need to be heated up. You didn't do anything at all, did you, Lisa?
That's why I'm asking, what's wrong with that?
Then let me ask you, why do you think that's okay?
Being a housewife means having a lot to do from the time you wake up until you go to bed. Madison is at an age where she plays a lot, and I also have to consider nutritional balance. But I think every day about what side dishes will make her eat a lot. However, shopping always involves consulting our budget, so there's a limit to how much we can spend on a meal. I manage like this every day, and even though that's my job, I want to take a break too.
Take a break? Isn't that just selfish?
It's not selfish. Housework is not just about making meals. There's also laundry and cleaning, and dealing with other moms and neighbors. I'm the one working hardest at home, so am I not allowed to rely on conveniences?
That's why I'm saying you rely on those conveniences too much, Lisa.
How so? Lisa does almost all the work, job, parenting, and housework, doesn't she?
Well, she's a housewife, so that's natural, isn't it?
Then, since you're a housewife too, Mom, why don't you help around the house a bit?
Huh?
You always act high and mighty towards Lisa. If you care so much about natural and safe foods, why don't you do it yourself within the budget, Mom?
I don't need to do housework because I'm the most important person in this house.
Grandma, you shouldn't say you're important. Grandma, you're not important. You're just acting like you are.
Mother-in-law, being bluntly told off by Madison and Noah.
Oh my. Lisa, you've been influencing Madison and Noah all along, haven't you? That's why neither of them take my side. They always side with you, don't they?
We haven't been influenced at all.
Madison, Mom, and Dad aren't saying anything wrong.
That's right, the one who's wrong is you, Mom.
I'm the one who's wrong.
Yes, cutting corners on housework. That's perfectly fine. Rather, Lisa's doing household chores at her own pace, and that's more than enough.
You know, there isn't a mother-in-law in this world who wouldn't be dissatisfied with a daughter-in-law like Lisa.
But the neighbor, Mrs. Suzuki's daughter-in-law, works too, doesn't she?
A mother-in-law whose understanding is a real treasure. Thinking about it that way, you're a mother-in-law who doesn't understand at all, Mom.
Oh, my goodness. There aren't many mother-in-laws as understanding as me, you know.
Are you that dissatisfied with Lisa?
Yes, I am. I'm full of complaints. She's my daughter-in-law, and yet all she does is mouth off about how busy her job is.
Is that so? If you're that dissatisfied, you can leave already.
What did you say?
I'm cutting ties with you, Mom. I'm fed up with your insensitive attitude and selfish behavior.
We don't need to be with a grandma who's mean to Mom anymore.
Wait, just hold on a minute. All I was saying is,
I understand your feelings perfectly, Mom. We don't need to force ourselves to live together anymore.
The mother-in-law was told to cut ties and leave the house. Suddenly, the mother-in-law, who had been acting so arrogantly until now,
Wait. Madison, Noah, you don't need to be that angry, do you?
How can we not be angry in this situation?
That's right. What's so fun about constantly complaining about mom?
I wasn't complaining, you know?
Yes, you were. You never say thank you to mom, do you?
Well, that might be true, but Lisa must think it's just the usual nagging from a mother-in-law, right?
I don't think so.
What?
Mother-in-law, as Madison and Noah have said, please leave this house.
Even you're saying such cold things, Lisa?
Compared to the many things you've said to me, this is not cold at all.
I apologize for that. I may have taken advantage of you too much, Lisa.
I've reached my limit for being taken advantage of.
Please don't say that. Madison and Noah too. Don't say that I must leave.
No way. We will not forgive you today, no matter what you say.
Even if you say sorry a lot, it's too late now.
But,
From now on, please live your ideal life on your own. I don't care anymore.
I'm sorry. I won't complain anymore.
No. From now on, it'll just be me, Madison, and Noah living together.
Well then, Grandma, goodbye.
Take care.
And so, the mother-in-law was cut off from us and expelled from the house. At first, she searched for a place to live and work while staying at acquaintances' homes. However, she struggled to find a room to rent and kept failing interviews. Since she couldn't overstay her welcome at her friends' homes, she eventually ran out of places to go. Though she tried hard at first, she became tired of the situation that wouldn't settle down. Even the live-in job she miraculously found ended in failure after the interview. Because of that, she completely lost her motivation for everything. And so, the mother-in-law, without a job or a room to live in, is said to be living under a highway overpass in a cardboard box, foraging for edible wild plants to eat every day. As for us, afterward,
Mom, the sea is sparkling.
it really is. The weather is nice, so it's beautiful.
There are lots of people clam digging over there.
Clam digging?
No, Madison, it's clam digging.
What's that?
You look for clams and such in the sand, and it's delicious when you grill and eat them.
Really? Madison wants to do it too.
We don't have any tools for that today, and the season might end by next week.
How about searching for beautiful shells instead?
Oh, that sounds good.
Hey, Mom, Dad, what's this beautiful pink petal-like thing?
Wow, beautiful. That's a shell called a sakura clam.
It really looks like cherry blossom petals, doesn't it?
Then Madison will search for lots of these shells.
On this day, our family went to the sea. In a slightly distant area, families were clam digging, and people were enjoying surfing and other activities in the sea, creating a lively atmosphere. Madison and I collected various shells, and Madison was laughing and looking very happy. As the mother-in-law had said, it's true that there are many convenient things now, and I rely on them. But it's no joke to be criticized for occasionally taking shortcuts as a housewife or taking a brief respite. That's what I was thinking, but there's no one to complain about anymore. In that sense, with a newfound peace of mind, I'm determined to protect our home at my own pace, so Madison, Noah, and I can live happily, smiling every day. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel for more great content. Just click on the subscribe button below, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload a new video. See you in the next one.